Is red supposed to be permanent, or it's like a?
Yeah. Give me the damn thing.
They got different levels on it. Like if you when you go to buy it.
Look, chalk permanence.
Man, that's assault.
That's assault, and you got it on film. Howdy there, partner. Welcome back to the videos. In this week's video, we're going to be installing some more stuff on this garage. Hope you'll join us. Yahoo! Make sure you hit subscribe. Let's go.
Hey, so we're running the soffit that is breathable on the side here for venting. And what I had to do was I had to add a little bit of auxiliary framing just to hold the nail on the inside. So what we're doing is we're lining these up, sending them down, getting them in place up on the shelf, and just put a nail in and a nail in, but we're not putting nails in too tight because you don't want to pull it all the way up. It won't look right, and it won't have time to breathe or expand or contract depending on how hot and cold it gets. I'm just going to work my way down, go on the other side, do the same thing, and then on the front, it doesn't have the breathable vents. I think they may be hidden in the sides, but it'll have a solid look in the front. Same detail, and this is going to get flashed. It's metal on the ends and metal on the outside.
Jesus, scared me. We got soffit going up, and you can see nice little detail in our transition here. We have vented soffit on the sides because that's going to go up our rafter base, go through the ridge vent. Upstairs right now is not insulated or closed in yet. We will be doing that though, so we want to make sure that we have airflow going up there. Our little pent roof and our show rafter is all closed up, so we're going to do solid soffit there. It looks a little bit better, and I'll show you a couple tips for it. What's this measurement at? 11, okay. Now he's going to need a lot of these cuts, so what he did was set up doing that on purpose. We need to cut a lot of these at 11 inches. So instead of just measuring each one, marking it, we've set up a stop here. So I can just go ahead. Almost cuts all the way through. And check out the blade that I've got on here. I've got a super fine finished blade, 180 tooth. That's what you want for a material like this when you're dealing with vinyl. It's really thin. If you have less teeth on this, it's gonna wanna grab this and it's gonna rip it up. So you want a really high tooth as possible on this and go nice and slow, be good to go.
Just happened in MLB baseball. Okay.
Oh, I heard about this. I know what you're gonna say.
Okay, so about 2 months ago in June, there was a game that got rained out between the Blue Jays and I forget who else, maybe the Red Sox. And there was a person at bat, and when the game was called, he still had a count. So when it goes to resume, he would have to go to at bat. But he got traded after the game. So his at bat is still live, but he's no longer in the team. So they have to put somebody else in to play that position. Well, turns out today they resumed the game and he got traded to the team that they are currently playing, and he is their starting catcher. So that first is the guy played on the same game for 2 different teams in the same inning.
That is kind of wild.
Yeah, that's super wild. Did he get the bat again?
He's got to if he's playing.
No, I mean who's his at bat?
Well, no, because he's on the other team. Like his at bat resumed, and they had somebody else in there, so because he's not in Toronto anymore.
Yeah, that's my spot.
But when the game resumed, he was playing catcher on the field. He never left the field.
He was there those couple months?
He went from pitcher to catcher, batter to catcher.
That's pretty wild. Not like a fresh chalk line. We always use blue chalk. It'll give you a nice line, but it's not permanent. Never red on our site, ever. Never red chalk. What?
Hard-hitting news. Blue chalk. Blue chalk. Why not red? Is that like Milwaukee?
No, because red's permanent.
Oh, I didn't know that. Sorry.
Will not come off. It's permanent chalk.
What's the least?
Pink. I got pink. Oh, fuck me.
There's white and there's like we have purple.
Is red supposed to be permanent, or it's like a?
Yeah. Give me the damn thing.
They got different levels.
Idiot.
on it. Like
Here, look, chalk permanence.
Oh man, that's assault.
That's assault, and you got it on film. I'm pressing charges.
Done.
You're on administrative leave. You're on administrative
You're
leave.
done.
I'm sorry.
Leave and go do administrative stuff. Did you come over here for a purpose? You know what's a boring tip?
The tip you never tell.
No, drilling holes.
What?
You know what's a boring tip? The end of a drill.
Right. It's pretty good.
One of the next things that's going to be coming up is prepping for the asphalt driveway that's going to go up to the shop and around the side. And it's a pretty irregular shape, and I'm starting to get quotes, so I need a square footage number. And I just got this Mosier 2. It's pretty dang cool. It's got this right here, goes into this little holder, and you just turn it on by giving it a quick little spin. You see it blinking. Comes with an app, so what I can do, this is pretty simple. It's got a lot of different features, but one of the simpler things you can do with it is do a layout. So I've selected closed shape, and all I need to do is start at my starting point, which is right here, and it's going to say start measuring. What you want to do is walk swiftly with it. It's going to tell you to stop every 6 to 8 seconds to grab a reference point and just continue along the whole perimeter. And then when you get to the end, it's going to show you your perimeter length, it's going to show you your total area, and you can see it in 2D, 3D. It's going to measure elevations if there's elevation changes. So really sweet little tool. Pretty excited to see what else it does, because it does some other really cool stuff.
This is a J channel that makes it easy to terminate the end of the soffit or siding or whatever. It's something to die into to cover up probably the bad edge. So I'm gonna put another one on the other side so that this can die into that, and hopefully our angles will match up as they go around like on the other corner. This little tool right here is a siding tool. It's used to, you load the nail in here.
What's a green vegetable you probably don't like?
This is called the broccoli.
Close. Pea shooter.
Ow. A pea shooter. And it's used to get into angles where you can't hit the hammer in. So it extends where you can hit the hammer and it just drives the nail. Drop the nail right in the top, good to go. It's on the corner. Pipe. So 26 5/8. After this one, taking a water break. Covered. So I think if we cut that much
Angle?
well,
Or just cut the,
no, I'm thinking if we get this measurement and cut it from this distance to the top, the whole thing will slide up.
Not gonna work anymore. Because this is you cut right here now, it's become long.
Let me see.
You cut here, inch right here, it's not work anymore.
So
you cut more right here.
No,
it's
I'm saying if we move all these,
Oh, cut the whole thing
the
again?
whole thing down a ½ inch. Because you can see right where I'm rubbing on the window, and if that goes up, because the whole thing will shift up, then this will bring the bottom up to where we need it.
½ inch both side, right?
Or the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got it the general shape, but in order to try to get it in one piece, we cut the groove out of the back so it just laps on top. And we're gonna try to get it in and go this way and then come back. Because there's a flange, there's 3/4 of an inch of play between the two windows that's hidden by the flange. So we're gonna try to use that to our advantage. But I just test fit it, it looks good, but it's just gotta go up. And in order to do that, we'll just shave a little off the top.
I think that cut, I don't think it would like disappear. I don't think we could. I mean, you could try it, but then if you try it, like,
Then the piece,
you have to like recut that piece.
yeah, the piece
That's
is
all.
screwed then.
You're just fighting time now.
I need you to look at this piece to see if you like it in order for me to proceed on, or if I have to take it down.
Why? Because you cut it?
Well, I cut it. Yeah, I got to get the cuts. They're a little off how they are now. But I tried to get them in the window area so they're less seen. If they're at the top of the window, it'd probably be more obvious. But this was after many a trial and error of trying to get it in.
No, I think it looks great.
We had to bevel the middle piece
Oh,
to go in.
I was surprised you got that first one there on the left side of this window.
Oh,
You guys were messing with that when I left.
yeah, that was Jose. He said rip the other one off. Stick it in and cut. So
Delicately
good.
placed.
Just make
Yeah,
sure
that's
all
perfect.
the nails are flush, and we could work our way down.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool.
Yes, sir.
You trim this window now.
Not trim the window, no.
There's a
Might.
little piece there.
Or maybe more easy, just cut in the bottom. Maybe just put another trim, whatever, same piece, whatever. I don't know. So.
I think it looks fine. You can barely see it. Barely see it. I think it's fine. And if anything, depending on how it looks, we might do just in between the windows, maybe a piece of white trim, maybe. So that might end up getting covered. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna look weird to have it like that, but oh, it's coming together. It's coming together. We had some leftover UFP edge from the last job, and we're putting it to good use here. We're gonna get this up on the whole front side, and you know, give it a little character. I'm really glad I decided to go this route instead of doing a pole barn.
Pole barn's like right out of the military or something.
Yeah,
It's like on Area 51. All right, I'm gonna get up there and get everything leveled off.
Do you want to hear a joke about aliens?
Is it in my head?
No, it's out of this world. All right, I got a very special project. I'm gonna start building some shutters. I'm gonna build some custom shutters here. Kind of like a little craft project. It's gonna be pretty easy, but I think it's gonna be the perfect thing because we're gonna have a couple black accents. We're gonna have some sconce lights on the front. We got the black roof on pent roof that's really visible. We got the roof on top. So just slight little black accents, and we're gonna do black shutters on the house as well. So I'm gonna build some here out of some more leftover UFP edge from an old job. So that should be pretty cool. I think it's gonna really set it off nicely. I feel like I'm just kind of doing craft time right now, building these little shutters, but it's gonna be sweet. Some of these boards have been sitting around for a year, 2 years, so some of them are a little beat up. So got them all built. Now I'm just touching up the stain. We've also, this is the tongue and groove board, so I just ripped off the tongue and the groove off of the last board. So I'm gonna stain that black as well. And it's looking really nice. I am enjoying this. I'm enjoying how this is turning out. I think it's really going to be just the thing that sets this whole thing off. Had Catherine go up on a ladder, hold it up there before I put all this work into it, touching it up, and I think it's really going to be the thing that sets off this whole project.
All right, so we finished up top with the UFP edge, thermally modified, because it's gonna bake up there in the sun. So because it's already been baked, everything is structurally good. It won't crack or anything. But we had a little trouble with the piece in the middle because it was an odd shape and you had to get behind the flange. So in order to do that, we cut 2 templates. This is for the top. As you can see up there, we used a little piece to get the angles. The angles look good. So once we got that, then we measured the whole piece, and we tried to put it in one piece, but because the top is wider than this, we also had to cut this piece down to slide it behind the reveal of the window. But we couldn't get it all in one piece, so we had to cut it to get it in. There's a piece at the top, a piece at the bottom that still have the tongue and groove in it, and the piece in the middle looks just like this, but you can't tell because it's hidden behind the window flanges. And then we're going to do UFP edge down here at the bottom. See that on the video.
That's gonna be it for this video. We've got almost all the exterior details finished up. We're gonna keep working on this. We've got interior stuff coming up next, so make sure you hit subscribe, stay tuned, and until next time, this has been Premier Outdoor Living.